Bless you, family. All power to the people. It is indeed your Minister Sanders. Family, listen. We have to learn how to accept failure. And when you accept failure, accepting failure for clarity doesn't mean that you normalize falling down. Accepting failure doesn't mean that you normalize not winning, or that you normalize and accept that things won't get better. But accepting failure just simply means that you have come to the point that when you fail, you know it's not over. It doesn't mean that you're like, oh man, I guess I'm just never gonna do it. I accept I just won't do it. No. Accepting failure is just taking on a certain posture and an attitude that will prevent you from throwing in the towel and from getting discouraged and from growing weary, because you've accepted the fact that in this moment you have not won, but it's not over. In this moment, you didn't get that job, but it's not over. In this moment, those doors and opportunities closed in front of you, but it's not over. That's accepting it, because again, when you go through struggles and trials and tribulations, you have to know it's temporary. It's not permanent. I don't care how dark it looks. I don't care what the doctor said. I don't care what the lawyer said. I don't care what you have said. It's not permanent. It is a temporary thing. So that's why it's important that you get to that point where you can learn to live with failure and allow failure, good morning, to motivate you and to push you to keep going. Don't let failure knock you down. Let failure boost you up. But you must take on a certain attitude, because your altitude is going to be determined by your attitude. And your attitude is going to determine your altitude. So I want to encourage you to stay encouraged. Don't grow weary, as Galatians 6:9 says, and let us not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season we should reap a harvest if we faint not. So again, you may fall, but don't faint. And when you fall, be willing to accept that you failed this time, but it's not over.